Hello and welcome back to Calmsden Farm for I think is episode 31, I believe. First thing we need to do today is we need to go and hire a hoe, and we need to do this field. I think the other fields are done, aren't they? Let's have a look on here. Yeah, so them two fields are done. This one, will this one not need it because I've only just ploughed it? I think that's how it works, isn't it? I'm sure that's how it works. So we'll not need to do that one. We'll go up before we get rid of the hoe anyway. We will go up. I need to put some fuel in this as well. Let's do that now. It'll still be in the first growth stage as well, so I'll be able to drive on it. I don't know how much fuel I've even got left in here. And still quite a bit, I suppose. Nothing much has changed really since the end of the last episode. The only thing I did is I sorted out a couple of pallets. Because we had that pallet restriction on again. And there was one contract that was worth like, it was next to nothing, it was about 8,000. It was a fertilising contract on field number 20. I did that. Go over this little bit here. Yeah, I did that just because I'm hoping this episode's going to be a little bit shorter. Because the other thing I've done is I've knocked it down to just 1 day a month. And that's going to help us sort of get through into next year. Because I just don't think we've got the amount of jobs that we've got at the minute. I think we've flown through them. Whether it's because we've knocked it down to ×3 speed, or whether I've done more off camera to try to progress a little bit, I'm not sure. But I just don't think at this minute we need to be on 2 day months. Right, we've still got this, by the way. What I thought was, we'll keep, if we're going to knock it down to 1 day a month, we'll keep it. We're making the money anyway, to be fair. I mean, that would be nice, wouldn't it? I've got nothing to use it for, like, but it'd be nice. Right, let's oh, I could have brought my trailer over, couldn't I? Totally forgot about that. Weeders. So what's that? 9 meters. 9 meter hoe. Um, 6.5, 6. I think they're the ones I have on No Man's Land. They are, aren't they? So we'll go for the biggest one. 2,600, I think that was. And we'll go on to cracking with this. There's like I said, there's not a great deal to do today. I don't think there's that much produce to sell either, to the point where I'll probably, because I think the furniture's all due tomorrow. I say tomorrow, I mean the next in-game month. I'll probably get this done and then skip through, because I think the animals are alright for feed. So there's no point like kicking the backside out of it, is there? Just find our little gap here. There it is. Right. Get this undone. Are we working? Yeah, we're working. What are we looking at? 7 mile an hour? I mean, it looks so much better, doesn't it, without them? At least it's easy enough to see in this crop. I mean, I think you've noticed on No Man's Land in particular, there's certain crops where it's almost impossible to see the weeds. There's that trailer. I should have took over really. I mean, it's not worth much, but it's taking up space, isn't it? I think coming back onto the contracts, there isn't any on today, I don't think, unless they've popped up since. No, there's not, but what it did yesterday, how much did we end up getting? So this month so far, 276. I know there's a massive amount to come off that for fertiliser and seed, and some on wage as well, but not much on wages. A few grand. The thing that's done is it's probably allowed us to buy another field once well, in a couple of months' time. We'll be able to buy a field that we've probably worked on. Did the cultivating, did the ploughing, the seeding, did the fertilising, and we'll probably be able to buy it. I have tried to stay away from buying fields that's got contracts on, because then it just takes money away from us, doesn't it? But I think if we sort of coming towards, if we're not going to do another sort of summer, another harvest after this one, if we're looking to finish the series after this harvest, then I don't think that really matters, does it? I mean, this will look so much better than that will over there. I mean, look at all them dead weeds. It looks absolutely vile. I was good, absolutely good. That changed, and we missed it. We missed that medium growth stage. Can't believe we've got over 9 hours as well on this tractor already. It's absolutely crazy. It's only a few episodes ago we actually bought it. Yeah, maybe steering from the front wasn't the greatest of ideas. But there should be no weeds on the verges for that. I think if it is going to be our last harvest, probably Christmas will be the point we'll get up to. Around December, January time, because that'll be when certain prices are at its highest, or at the highest, sorry, such as the grain's always at the highest around that time, potatoes are the highest around that time. I say grain, we haven't got any. Oh, we haven't got much, have we? I don't think we kept much grain. We kept it purely for the chickens. Oh, yeah, there. So 20,000 litres. But that doesn't mean we won't buy a grain field. Because we won't need a canola one. We've got 2 massive fields of canola. Potatoes in here, sunflowers in the other one. I know just from what we've planted, we've definitely planted sorghum. Contract wise. What else is on there? Sorghum, I think there's some corn in there. It's not a massive amount of variety really, is there? What's the dark one? Yeah, so that's the corn. That's cotton up there. Saying that, some of these are, there's potatoes. That's nothing. That one looks like it could be wheat or barley. Okie doke. Right, let's get a time lapse on. I don't know how long it's going to take, to be honest. Not sure. We've got, it's 9 metre width, but I mean we're only doing 7 mile an hour, so it's not particularly great, is it? Yeah, we'll get a time lapse on, and we'll probably jump in the middle, I would have thought, and then we'll come back. So we're just about there, probably another 2 runs. It was actually another 3 runs, but I started the last bit with the mic still off, so that was an absolute waste of time. The thing I was talking about, I was saying it took a while to do. We're getting towards midday. It's a big field. I think we've known that with all the work that we've put into it previously. I'm just glad I paid the extra to lease the 9 metre, to be honest. I think with the 6 metre it would have been painfully slow. You'll see we've passed the 10 hour mark on the JCB. And all we're going to do after, or what I've done in between, I put it on a worker for a little bit because I went up to our production sites and I was just sort of going through the pallets there, just making sure where we spawn in the pallets that we want to spawn, because there's no point in spawning pallets like butter or sugar, because we absolutely stored out with them. They should just lurch forward. We've had a bit of a jump forward. That was because we had a few sort of technical issues. I'll put it back on time. We had a few sort of technical issues at the end of the last episode. Not the end of the last episode, the end of the last bit, which I recorded days ago. It was literally days ago when you've just seen the weed in there. We had problems with the map. We had problems with, I say problems, my headset just cut out because it ran out of power and I didn't have time to charge it to then carry on with the episode. So yeah, a bit of a mess towards the end, but there's nothing we could really do about it. In the meantime, we've actually gone through April and into May because there wasn't much to do in the rest of April. However, we've hit a snag where we've got some contracts going here. Well, I say we've got them going. I've accepted them. However, we couldn't spawn, or we still can't now. We can't spawn any more pallets, so we need to sell these. So on here we've got unsalted butter, we've got bread, we've got cakes, we've got clothes. This is something else I want to mention as well. We've got chocolate, we've got mixed salad, we've got ice cream, we've got tomato sauce, and we've got premium potatoes. So let's get that started up. And why? There we are. Just pressing the wrong button. That's why. and we'll start heading down towards the shop. The thing I was going to say is, I could have sworn that when it comes to the clothing, May was the top price. I'm pretty certain that that's what we saw. However, when I've been on and looked today, I mean, the price is still good, but it was, top price was April. So we've missed probably a couple of £100 per 1,000 litres, which we've only got 4,000 litres worth of clothing. I say it only, it's going to make us a fortune, but yeah, we haven't quite got top price. It's coming down now, but given the price that the amount that it sells for anyway, I'm not overly bothered. So we've got 2,000 litres of cakes. You don't get many at all, do you, like, for sort of pallet wise. 5,000 litres of bread, 4,000 litres of clothes, 6,000 litres of butter, 2,000 litres of chocolate, 2,800 litres mixed salad, 700 litres of tomato sauce, and 700 litres of premium potatoes. This is going to be a good chunk, this. Just because of the clothes more than anything else. Right, we'll whack that round there, and away it goes. £209,000. I will take that all day long. Buzzing, absolutely buzzing. Nearly £500,000. In fact, I'll tell you what we can do now. What's our loan? Let's get that repaid, so we're not paying that interest needlessly. Right, there's a couple of things we need to do back down at the farm, so we'll nip down there now. We're back on. I've got them two fertilising contracts I've got set away now. The two decent sized ones as well, like 31 grand, 32 grand, you'll see there. Field 1, which we know is absolutely huge. We've got that going, and then field number 30 as well, which is the big cotton field up where all our factories are. That's gone. Yeah, we just had the issue with the pallets where we couldn't spawn anymore, but you go back up to our production site now and there's loads more pallets. We've got to use our new trailer. Oh, that reminds us, I've took the old trailer back down to the shop. We need to sell that. So, new trailer. We've got 4,000 litres of pig food. This again was to get rid of more pallets. Is that the water? Yeah, that's the water. That's the food. Yeah, this was to get rid of more pallets. I took the telehandler up and emptied the 4 pallets that we had of pig food from our making premium potatoes and put them in here. So I mean, it won't give much, but it'll give that bit. Yeah, it'll give us some. I mean, even in rig crops, it's took us up to 200 litres, so it gives a bit for now. Why is that greyed out, do we think? Reproduction. Why is it in grey? I've never seen it in grey before. I don't know why that is. Why is health down as well? Because they've got food, they've got water. So why is health down? Is it just because they haven't had all the food that they need? And we can buy pig food now, which is what we've been doing, which is what I will do. Probably off camera I'll get a load of pig food. Well, as much as this trailer will take, and I'll empty it. In fact, I could even take the could even take the wagon over and fill that. That's like 48,000 litres worth of it. It doesn't cost overly much either. Right, we've got eggs there. I'm just trying to think of what else we've got to do in this in-game day, because there isn't a great deal apart from finishing them contracts. I can't even think what I want to look at. I know what I want to look at. How much fabric have we got? Or more importantly, how much wool have we got making that fabric? So there's plenty of wool in there. It says there's no fabric to create the thingy. It's really slow, that, you know, with the clothes. I don't know how much more I'm going to get with the clothing. I mean, we've just made an absolute bomb, so we can't complain, but it is really, really slow. Get the cover back on as well. I really like this trailer, by the way. I'm glad I've swapped it over. Just put this in here. The reason I was looking at the wool is because this trailer here, this little box trailer, is practically full of wool. Again, it was like nearly 19,000 litres. Again, that was done to get rid of some of the pallets. So if the price is decent full, I might just go and sell it. And it is. Garden centre. Let's tag that place. Is that the one over there? Yeah, it is. So let's take this round. I think this will probably be the last thing we'll do on this episode, because we've got very little that we actually need to do now on this episode. And I know that I knocked it down, didn't I? Did I knock it down? I definitely spoke about it. 1 day, yeah, I have. 1 day per month. Because I've done it at the beginning of this in-game day, it might not take effect, so we might get a second day in May. We'll have to see. I mean, God, this doesn't take very long at all now, does it? Now we've got this fast track. Absolutely love these. Now I'm not sure how this is going to sell, whether we're just going to be able to drive into the trigger, or whether we're going to have to unload it bit by bit, like we do up at the spinnery, and then put them in ourselves. I'm not sure. I mean, we're going to get a good chunk of money here as well. Right, hopefully these just sell. No, it's not going to open up. No, I'm going to have to put them in individually, aren't I? Right. This is going to be a right pain. So, nearly 3,600 per pallet. I mean, that's awesome, isn't it? I'll have a look after, see how much money we've made this episode, but I've already got what the title for the episode is, and I've already got the thumbnail done, and I'm kinda thinking that we should change it now. I mean, there's just loads of it, isn't there? See, when we first started doing wool, I didn't think that it created that much of it. However, I was totally wrong, and you do. And this one, not quite a full one. What are we going to get for that one? Oh, we're not far off. Right. Let's go and have a look at the numbers. Sold wool, 67,500. I mean, that's just absolutely awesome. Fertiliser cost, you'll see 45 grand there. There's some contract income there, but we are... That one must have stopped. Let's I'll tab over. I hate doing this on camera, but that's why it stopped. Ah, this one's in field 30. Oh no, field 1, sorry. I bet it's because it hasn't got... I didn't do the headland on this one. Where are we at? See how I did the headland there? And I didn't bother doing it on that one. I'll go up and do that. And then I'll set it away again. I don't know if I've ever sort of... I will have done. Mention the views on here, they look awesome, don't they? The way it fades away, I really like that. What I don't like is how on 22, and it isn't this map, because it happens on No Man's Land as well, it's like the tractor power slide sometimes. It's really annoying. Like if you've got something heavy on the back, it just doesn't feel a handle quite right how you think it should. Fair enough, if the weight's too heavy at the back, it's gonna affect the tractor, but just not in the way that it does. I don't know, it just doesn't feel right. I know we get it on No Man's Land as well. Well, when I'm pulling the bales more than anything. Yeah, so getting this headland done, then I'll just be able to set them away. And the other one, where's the other one at? Ah, that's still going itself. That's nearly done. So what I'll do, I'm going to end this episode here, and we'll save this for the next episode. There's a few more contracts that we can start getting done as well. So we've made an absolute fortune today, and there's another 30 grand just made as well with that contract coming in. So loads of our produce. We're still getting sort of hamstrung a little bit by this pallet limit, but it's something we'll have to sort of work around. Next, we're going to have to make sure them pigs have got enough food, which at the minute they don't. Is that going to crash or is it going to go straight through? No, it's not going to do either. Which at the minute they don't, and I think we're going to have to get the grass cut as well. And see what we're going to do with that. Whether we're going to... I think we might have to do here, but we'll see. Anyway, for now, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one.